Discovering Life's Meaning, a video series with meaning-centered psychologist Dr. Michael Winters.
Hello, my name is Dr. Michael Winters, and welcome to this series on the search for meaning and finding meaning in life. In the previous videos, we talked about Dr. Viktor Frankl's categories of meaning, the big categories of experience, of creating, and of suffering. Now we're going to move to looking at specific things that people can do to find meaning, ways people have found meaning. And today, we're going to start with gardening. So there's an old Japanese or Chinese saying, I don't know which one, but it says, if you want to be happy for a day, get drunk. If you want to be happy for a week, get married. If you want to be happy for a lifetime, grow a garden. So that saying, while I don't know what it has to say about getting drunk or marriage, it does talk about gardening as being a very important component for many people's lives. Gardening can be a very powerful way to discover meaning. So it really does two things. There's the creating part, where you're creating what the garden looks like, but there's also the experiencing, the experience of watching life happen, watching things grow and bloom. So, when I say this, you might imagine, well, I don't have 20 hours a week to put into a garden. But you don't have to have a big, grand European garden. In fact, I wanted to show you this. This is a little sweet potato vine that we grew just from a little section of a sweet potato that had started to bud. This usually stays in our kitchen window, and just looking at it doesn't require much effort at all, but looking at it, watching it grow, watching it, this new piece that just started and took off, and just looking at the leaves grow and expand. There's something about that little tiny garden that is very powerful and very meaningful. And I want to share one other story. And this is from Viktor Frankl's book, Man's Search for Meaning. I'm going to quote, "The story of the young woman whose death I witnessed in the concentration camp. It is a simple story. There is little to tell, and it may sound as if I had invented it, but to me it seems like a poem. This young woman who knew that she would die in the next few days, but when I talked to her, she was cheerful in spite of this knowledge. I'm grateful that fate has hit me so hard," she told me. "In my former life I was spoiled and did not take spiritual accomplishments seriously." Pointing through the window of the hut, she said, "This tree here is my only friend I have in my loneliness." Through that window she could see just one branch of a chestnut tree, and on the branch there were two blossoms. "I often talk to this tree," she said to me. I was startled and didn't quite know how to take her words. Was she delirious? Did she have occasional hallucinations? Anxiously, I asked her if the tree replied, "Yes." "What did it say to her?" She answered, "It said to me, I am here, I am here, I am life, eternal life." So gardening can be a way to get in touch with eternal life and the prospect of life itself.